Welcome back. Time for another project.
This is on the work on. This is a special art project for me.
I'm gonna make this out of stained glass.
Here is the original sketch on a post-it note. Here's the colored pencil.
Spoiler alert.
This is how it turns out. I'll show you the steps to get here. There's a few
Oopsies.
and a lot of sighs of relief. If you like it, feel free to watch, see how to make your own, or find somebody to make one for you.
Like me.
Normally, I have a copy of it so I can cut it up into the pieces.
This time, however,
I might try this laminated version.
first step,
Or these scissors. There we go. That one's better. The thickness of this blade gives you room to put solder and the copper foil. I'm going to fast forward through me cutting out.
the design.
Scratch that. But I'm going to cut the main bit of plastic off without the scissors. I'm going to cut the perimeter first.
My intention
Is to give a view of how long I actually spend doing this stuff. I figure to start and stop when I'm not doing stuff, when I'm explaining. Back to fast forward. Let's count.
I didn't count before. 1, 2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 3, 6. Perfect. I haven't lost any yet.
Alright.
So, a couple things came to mind during that cutting.
It is
Your last chance to modify the design. So I do want to be upfront with everybody. You saw at the beginning how well it turned out. If you want to get to that level of quality,
follow this process.
if you want to do better, take a real class, learn from some professional.
Practice a lot on your own.
Feel free to comment on what you do different or better, where it next down there. I foresee this breaking. That is definitely my concern. It doesn't make me happy.
No.
I considered, and I may actually still split it into it as two pieces, but I'm going to try doing it like this first.
Alright.
Next, I'm going to break some glass. Oh look, a stick.
What do you have? There's a stick.
This, boink, goes right there. This guy is my pink piece. Because there's some yellow and some white, some dark there. Kind of want it lighter. Kind of like this. Ooh, yeah. So I'm gonna do this. Let me introduce you to.
This guy.
You take it. This little guy's for like.
Bank.
I use it for this wheel.
You scratch around it.
So I'm gonna say doing just the right amount of pressure is difficult. So I'm gonna err on the side of giving myself extra glass and spending more. Oh, dang it. Let me introduce you to padded pliers. Padded pliers with a twist. V, rather. This pushes down, and it splits it right down. The little guide. Oh, wouldn't you know? Look at that. Beautiful. That's where I etched it. One squeeze, about right there. And it popped the whole arc.
Nice. That makes me happy.
About this, it's a supply of either oopsies or doing it in like 2 cut breaks.
That is actually all for the pink.
Let me introduce you to the next color, which is yellow.
Beautiful yellow. Oh yeah.
This broke. This cracked and moved. This piece is kind of big, but not terribly big. We're going to do the yellow off of this chunk.
Oh yeah.
Open up. Holy moly.
Ow.
Ow. Ow. That hurt. I'll be back. Now that the jar's open, I don't need my glove on. First crack went good. This one's a little bit smaller. Perfect. There it is. Alright, so this was a case of I was conservative and it went well. So now I just have a little corner that we'll see how that goes. Here's my pointer. So the line goes right across there. So this little triangle will have to come. I will try. I hate these pliers. I just crush with them. I don't know how to use them properly.
I'm gonna have a ton of grinding.
Maybe I'll come back and trim them after I have a little bit more comfort again. We're gonna have a lot of fun on the grinder. Alright, next up is...
Let me introduce you to red.
Here's red. Red is gonna be... Yes, this piece. Which, I have a flat edge. I'm going to use that to my advantage. I took it and I shot straight past instead of trying to do this little corner. Grinder works well, but it's...
Slow.
Oh yeah.
Nothing like a nice crack.
Review the result. Pretty close to...
Spot on.
One thing to note, if you can get all the way out to the outside,
The better.
right up here at the corner where there's nothing to squeeze, you can only push on one side. That's not gonna break it, so you gotta have at least a little bit to squeeze onto. But when you do, a little bit of a bump out.
It's pretty easy for the grinder.
The grinder. We've heard so much of the grinder. Next is gonna be blue.
Here's blue.
They're all pretty dirty. I'll wash them off before I put them together. Alright, so the blue is going to be
This one.
nice, long, straight, or mostly straight. I'm gonna do just a big long triangle, split it, do a curve here. These are what suck. Probably just do a straight line across, maybe a little bit of a curve, but I don't want to break this guy off. So I might actually do this first, and then split through. I do want to make sure I leave enough material, because it does have to mate up with the other part. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, it's seriously like magic every time. So, that's where I'm at now. I left a little bit extra here because it's always scary. I'd rather grind that out. I just gotta trim the tail off.
He's ready for the next step.
Yeah, baby.
Next.
Green. Wavy action. Green will be... Oh. Ooh, green is the goofy.
This one's the green.
Got my main crack to do it all. Then I split off the two ends and I'll grind out all this stuff because I'm a scaredy cat. Alright, time to crack the green. You don't want to smash it. One of my children is fond of the Hulk. That would not be useful here.
No!
It cracked where I did not want it.
It cracked.
You win some, you lose some. See if I can do it again. I keep putting this tool down. I use this, then I use this. I use this, then I put it down, then I pick it up, then I use this. I will learn. And I'm only going to whack down this line first.
Lesson learned.
Etch one etch at a time. Had I been wiser, I have enough material, I could catch both corners, I could catch the whole profile. However, I've already etched in there and at the end. I'm gonna crack this guy out. Oh, no, I didn't smack him yet. Go! Alright, so that one is in 3 pieces. Let's do this again.
Green is going to be 2 pieces.
It's not coming. So I'm gonna pick, right, and give it an angle. No, I don't want it too sharp. I want it, because I gotta wrap it in copper. Do it right there. Which, maybe, just maybe.
Got this chunk. Can I do you?
Ooh, and he's a straight edge too. Yes. Alright, so let's learn my lesson. I don't know what that equals. I know, I forgot to think on it. It's almost like I should have done this from the start.
I did see it coming though.
Yes. Okay, one part of the green is done. Now, let's see about how to etch some. Get it etched through there. I'm gonna sign up for grinding all of that. One snap. Set it down, gotta pick it back up. It's gonna be a lot of grinding. I don't know if these will all fit. I'll just set them here for now. Finally done with green.
Next, we have orange.
Can you see? And just for you viewers at home, yeah, both ways it's too small.
Orange.
So, got a big curve through here. Got a little something like this, though. That looks nice. Ooh, there's a gap. Don't want a gap. Nice. Back on track. Alrighty, now for the trim cuts, trim breaks, trim somethings. Good. You saw that I almost put it down, but I didn't. Yes. Good. Oops. There we go. Pretty good. I did this on purpose. Trust me. I'm a doctor. I'm not a doctor.
You should definitely trust me.
Aha, and the glove is better for not worrying about getting shards in my finger. That'd be nice. Next is...
Black.
So I just got these last 3 a couple days ago. The lady, for some reason, did not give me the nice paper wrapping that helps keep the dust collected. Black is itty bitty triangle. This was the last sheet of black that they had. It was actually mixed up with some other ones.
You know what?
I don't care. Do. I'll take it. I'll take it. Alright, so the intention of this is definitely not to pulverize the glass. Oh, I forgot. Alright, that's that. So I just finished black. My interpretation of brown, based off of what was available.
Dark amber.
Cathedral hammered. It's got some, like...
Stony texture to it.
Ooh. Brown is this guy, I believe.
Yep.
I want the textury side
to be out.
beautiful. Still might be bad. That'll probably be workable. I cracked off the very sharp points are also fragile. So that little chunk should have been on my piece, but it's not. Bit of grinding and I'm missing a corner, but I have enough for the rest. Alright, last piece.
This
Must be
Mr. Gray.
You remember I'm a lefty.
And he goes this way.
I would like the lines to kind of go that way. I almost want to. Ooh, wait, I do. I want the lines parallel with this. Oh, yeah, this is good. If I do it the easy way, this is what I want. If I do an arc like that, I'll get a pretty big piece. If I do a huge piece, so I'll go this way. This time I'll actually fast forward. Okay, this is gonna be risky, but I'm gonna try it.
Okay, it was risky and I should not have tried it.
This was supposed to stay on here. This time I'll do it. More for the grinder. What has a gray thing like this? A rhino. Rhinoceros. Phew. Yes! Yes! I'm good at that. I can grind. I don't want to shatter another piece of glass.
We are at
1 hour, 49 minutes, 42 seconds. In this time, I've broken green a bunch of times. Got all the pieces split off. I'll do a quick demo. Pink. Nope, let me do that guy.
pink's not done yet. Neither's yellow for that matter.
Okay. Okay. I got ahead of myself. Pink is there. Nope, leave that as is. I don't trust that tool. Nope, I'll leave that one.
Could have done that one tighter.
1 hour, 51 minutes, and 30 seconds. Cut the pattern out. That didn't include drawing the pattern, copying the pattern, laminating the pattern, coloring the pattern, being inspired of the pattern.
But once you have the pattern,
From cutting it out to 9 pieces broken, 10 now because green is 2. I will be back shortly. The next step is actually I'm going to tape these pieces onto the glass. I'll fast forward through this part. Alright, I'm ecstatic. I didn't run out. Oh yeah,
Hobby Lobby.
because my go-to, Joanne Fabrics, or I don't know what the real name is anymore, doesn't carry stained glass equipment. These stained glass panels and whatnot. I don't even think Michael's does. I like Hobby Lobby, like a tier above my...
Poshiness.
But they carry stained glass, so... So normally, I would do it with it 180. This time, I'm going to try and do it this way. Goggles on for this one. Start time.
I'll start with an easy one. This little guy.
Verdict is,
The lamination is way better than not laminated.
and the...
Sticky stuff still gets dissolved.
Oh no, this one just came right off.
Well, that's gonna suck.
Come back to you. Let's see if that's a common trend. Wish me luck. Definitely splits on the green a lot. Finally, got that one done. I think I'm at an hour and 14 minutes. Oh yeah. Now, I'm sure somebody has thought, use a pusher stick. And that's a good idea. Maybe I'll try it this time. Is this so good? I don't like it. Only gives me one guy. I'll try it. Nope, I don't like it.
Nope, don't like it.
Thanks for the suggestion. I didn't like it. Maybe a lot will do the trick. I don't think a lot will do the trick. My neck's a little sore. Alright, everything is ground. So I'm gonna do a dry fit. Got these guys, take all the papers off. Interesting. There's all that. I don't know if you can hear, but
Some grumpy children upstairs.
dry them off a little bit, get the little sticky nubs off from that tape dispenser.
So,
The tape dispenser worked, but not that great. The water definitely breaks it down. It's one of those where you don't want it to come off until you want it to come off. I think the lamination kept it from getting disintegrated, like it had happened before. But at a sacrifice of, I don't think the, well, I'm stuck around pretty good actually.
guess I don't know.
The glass wasn't any shiny or less sticky than it was before. Seemed like the paper stayed on better though. So, do all this, all that.
Oh, funny story.
Probably about 2 years ago. I tried my hand at Twitch doing stained glass. A single viewer a few times during the Twitch feed. I greeted them, and they ran away. Any sort of interaction? Poof, it was kind of slow paced. We were at 1 hour 58 minutes, and I stopped the timer. I was at 1 hour 58 minutes, 23 seconds, and then I cleaned all this up, which is probably a couple minutes, so we're at like 2 hours. We got blue. We got you. Meet up at the corner of blue. Gray comes down yonder. That bump of green goes like that. And then this. And then the red. That. Orange. Alright. Pink. Brown. Black. Alright.
I don't actually think it's going to get any better with more grinding.
Next step is backing them with this stuff. Hobby Lobby. Not because I'm endorsing them, but because they're the place that I found this stuff at. Man, I suck at doing this timer. That's the stained glass. You squish a little bit over the top. You squish a little bit under the bottom. You're at the whole perimeter. Then, I'm ready to solder. I want them as tight as I can. I've got push pins and cardboard, so I don't burn the antique table. I will go eat something.
But I'm going to eat so fast, it'll be like that.
Next step is going to be wrapping these in the foil tape. Check that angle out. Let's see if I can do this in any sensible way. What? No, no sensible way. Nobody saw that. Oh yes, I'll fast forward through this part. Cue the fast forward.
Oh,
Pause fast forward. The red glass is the only glass that's thicker than the rest. It's not because I wanted it to be thicker, it's because that's what was available. So the red gets a little bit stupid, but it's not too bad. Dang it, I didn't. I'm gonna start the timer either. Up to here. Okay, keep fast forward. Pause fast forward. Now, you may say, oh no, what do you do here? Check this crap out. Watch this. I cut a little piece out of the packaging. You just wind them back in till the tape is right near the opening.
and you say doink. You say bada bing bada boom. Or you say something not nearly as dumb as that.
These are to smooth out the copper. I got glass dust in my eyebrows. Little hammerhead, dinosaur, paraesophagus. This is gonna itch for a while, I think, in the claw. I'm going to peel off the adhesive back cover. I'll apply the copper tape. These are to smooth out so there's no air bubbles, minimal wrinkles. Everything with this has some margin of error because you can fill in gaps with extra solder. It's just kind of a pain. The better you do along the way, the less fixing you have to do at the end. But c'est la vie, mon ami. This will take a while. Keep fast forward. Pause. So I just turned it off because I overlapped going both ways. You don't need excessive overlap. Lesson learned, I'll have my overlap start more in the middle, not near a corner. The corner's stuck anyways. Target is to have same amount exposed on both sides. Yeah, that was good. Resume fast forward. That was apparently enough footage to get the sun on my shirt and fill up the laptop, but everything's transferred over. Hopefully you didn't miss much. And resume fast forward. Fast forward. Last one. We're at 3 hours and 3 minutes just about. Let's put them back together. Dun, 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 dun. So, I need to pick whether this is going to have a hanger. I don't think it's going to have a hanger.
Yeah, it's gotta have a hanger.
Two, my electrical wire. Nice thick gauge, solid core wire. Oops. So, apparently, Elliot found like an itty bitty Lego set and was dismantling it in there. He made sure to tell me when he was done. Wow, that cut beautifully. That'll go something like that. Yeah, so, got everything prepped, ready to go. I'll be back. I'll be back.
So first, I brush on some liquid flux to the copper foil to help the solder adhere to it. Then I just pick a corner, pin it into the cardboard to retain the pieces, put enough solder to keep them together, and then move on to the next piece, keeping the outside pins to hold it all together. Where I can do multiple pieces at a time, of course I'll pin those up. Then the last part there is putting the hook to hang it on, or the loop. Got a little bit mixed up about what I wanted to do here. I was going to do the back side. I fluxed it. I was going to tip it up on its side so the solder wouldn't kind of drain out. But because that red glass is so thick, I didn't want it to collapse face down. So I decided to do the whole top, the whole front, casting around on the perimeter there. Just touching off the solder to refill the tip. You can kind of see the piece sliding away from me. Maybe I'll put some pins in the wood next time to help retain it. One of the nice things of doing that thick copper wire is you really just need to cover it for aesthetics once you've attached it, because it's pretty strong all by itself. You can see a little bit how the thicker red glass was more complicated to do because I couldn't just put the iron flat on the seam. Because the red was so much thicker than the neighboring glass, I had to kind of do it at an angle or do one and then the other at different heights. But you can see how it teeter-totters because it's high centered up on that red glass. And the solder will kind of drain through to the backside if you, I guess, put too much or enough for it to reach through, as it's forming the connecting piece between the copper foil. But at this point the front should be pretty solid, or was pretty solid, so I could do the back side. This butane soldering iron was very, very nice. The tip was humongous compared to what I had used before. Carried a lot of heat with it. Made it a lot nicer to do these finishing passes where I'm really going for the shape of the solder and not just attaching it or putting the solder in, trying to smooth it out and have it look nice. There you can again see how the red was a little bit of pain in the butt to solder around.
Perfect timing. Alright, apparently just ran out of fuel. Ooh, that's hot. So, washed it. There's a couple little bits to trim off. Bum, bum, bum. So there's a little solder tip there. Nice thing about it being pseudo-lead is that it's fairly soft. We are at 424. Time to bust out some nice old pink wax. Now, I believe the directions are rub it till it stops turning black. Definitely key to fast forward. Alright, you probably can't tell the difference, but this one is shinier than that one and that one and all the rest. Back to fast forward. Last step. Alright, grand total of just under 5 hours. Here's the end result. Shiny, Bobliny. You may be wondering.
Is this for you?
For starters, if I don't have your address, it's definitely not going to show up at your door. Maybe I'll keep this one for myself. You can always order your own. Hopefully you got to see the process, maybe learn a little bit, you learn what not to do, learn that green is butt, especially when you have a super tiny neck. Find a better way to adhere the pattern to the glass for grinding. Feel free to put suggestions on how to do stuff better if you made it this far. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thank you and you're welcome. I'll do another project soon. I don't know what the project will be yet, but it'll be good. I don't know what the craft will be yet. The project will be yet. It'll be life-changing. And as a reminder,
Click on the next video that has me in it.
just keep watching this one again. Just watch this one over and over. Over and over. Just over and over.
Keep your stick on the ice. That's plagiarism. Thanks, bye.